How to interpret the U.S. restrictions on Chinese semiconductors from the perspective of U.S. person?
The U.S. person concept, there's actually 4 different elements. First of all, any individual, any natural person that's a citizen in the United States or legal permanent resident, you may have heard the term green card. Protected individuals, people who have refugee or asylum status in the United States, those are all U.S. persons. Any juridical person, that includes like legal persons like universities, private sector companies, research institutes, any organization, any entity that's organized under a jurisdiction in the United States is considered to be a U.S. person as well. Any person located in the United States, so if you were to travel to the United States and conduct the same interview, you would be considered a U.S. person because you're in the United States at the time. That's a territorial limitation. And then the other idea is subsidiaries or branches of non-U.S. companies that have a location in the United States. The same principle applies there. If they're located in the United States, they're considered U.S. persons too. So it's a broad concept. As I've talked with some other news outlets, Department of Commerce said yesterday that they're applying a strict construal of U.S. person. And what they've said is essentially the control applies to U.S. person, certain kinds of conduct. They will have a presumption of denial for any U.S. person that's contributing to advanced manufacture of ICs, who work in those companies, who are involved with servicing, with transmitting, shipping, transferring, any of these activities. They're going to require a license for that. And if the company they work for is China headquartered, they're going to apply a policy of denial to those license applications. And they will consider on a case-by-case basis if those individuals are working for companies that are headquartered in the United States or what we're called Group A5, Group A6 countries. So, South Korea, the United Kingdom, Japan, the Netherlands, Germany. Those, if you're located in those countries and you happen to have a subsidiary or some sort of joint venture or other entity in China that you're working in, they'll evaluate those questions, those license applications on a case-by-case basis. But in terms of the actual practical application of this, the framing is very, very broad. So servicing means any repair of an item, testing, anything like that would fall into that. Shipping, you can imagine executives that are involved in logistics, people who make business decisions to transfer, a die or mass from one place to another, they would be involved in this. And so it is intentionally broad. And unfortunately, I don't think the U.S. government is going to give a lot of clarity on this. Yeah, I think they're going to be deliberately vague for a period of time on this because they truly want to cut off transfer of know-how at this point from anybody who has U.S. person status.